What's up, guys? We tuned back in with Talkz with Scott. Okay, this is the second episode of doing this, and with that being said, I'm locked in with a leader, okay, a mentor, a guy that means a hell of a lot not only to me but for the guys in his community of Jackson, but also for the state of Mississippi. Okay, also a son, a brother to many. Okay. This is my dog, my brother, DeMonte Russell. DeMonte, how we doing, buddy?
What's going on, man? I'm feeling great. I really appreciate you for allowing me to be here. Just ready to rock and roll, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, first and foremost, man, I just want to, like I do anybody that, especially starting off with Coach Chandler's, but for you as well, give you your flowers, brother, because you mean not only a lot to me, you mean a lot to over there to Kobe, but also to guys in the instance of where you have came, but also to where you are going. You have came stride lengths, but I don't want to get too much into your journey too quick. Just give me a little bit about yourself, man. Where you from? I know you're from Jackson. Okay, so tell me about that. Tell me about how you.
Most definitely, man. So, growing up in Jackson, man, if you're from Mississippi, most people know, but I grew up in like the gutter, what we say, so the west side. Like I said, it wasn't easy. Not gonna really get too much detail right now, but y'all know it wasn't easy. It was really hard growing up in those type of situations, but I had to put perseverance through it all. So that was type of
Correct. So I know we didn't want to get too deep too soon, but I want you to elaborate just a little bit more of that Jackson standpoint about the motivation that you had, okay, in there, and the motivation that you still have right now. Okay.
So, you know, being in those situations, man, I knew where I wanted to go. Like I said, growing up, man, I didn't have a leeway. I was lost, and just being around those type of activities, you know, you got guys that was doing drugs and all these type of illegal things. And once I found myself, man, football was the way out for me. My motivation was, you know, to just change my situation for me and my family. And me doing that, I know it motivated me and the guys in my city, just not for me, knowing that a guy from Jackson, man, can do it. If I can do it, everybody else can do it. Right. You know, it ain't easy, but it's a way. There's a will, there's a way, and that's what I did. That's what I'm doing. And right now, I'm still got the world on my shoulders. Right now, to this day, just trying to, you know, prevail because I haven't made it yet.
Correct.
I'm still going.
You 100% have made it. You have. Now, I ain't gonna say you've arrived because that's something different, but you have definitely beat all odds. You have came in. You have put not only the world on your shoulders for it's just a mental sense, but also you have allowed for people around you to showcase who they are as an individual and grow. And I just want to tell you, bro, like honestly, we're sitting here rapping and talking already. Now you really have a story to tell, and we're gonna get into that. But first and foremost, man, I want to ask the question: how does it feel to be a graduate? You know,
man. It's something I could be really proud of, man. It was just hard, you know, coming to college out the first, and my family come to college to graduate, and it's just knowing that that's how my mama wanted. You know, football just came into play. Graduating was the first thing my mama ever wanted. And she was like, after that, just do whatever you need to do, but do it the right thing, do it the right way. So I just took that, man, and just ran with it, and I made that my main thing. The main thing was to graduate first, because I know that, of course, football ain't gonna be there for life. So that's how I think. And the education come to play, bro, real soon. And without it, I feel like you're gonna be lost. So that's my main thing, man. It's something I just stand on, one of my biggest accomplishments, man, that I have coming to state. So, yeah.
Yeah. So no, I get that. I get that to the full extent. Graduating is definitely something that I think goes overlooked a lot when kids are coming out of high school going to college. I don't think it, I know it. So many guys want to be 3 and done, 2, and definitely forget that the degree is what really is going to separate you once you're done with football. Everybody does not have that opportunity or that luxury to go 3 and now to have this fantastic Cinderella story when it comes to NFL. You need a degree to fall back on. You need someone to vouch for you in the sense of educational purpose with a degree, with a master's, with a certification, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I just want to tell you that you are right on track with basically executing all of those things you have already done. But also, bro, I had seen you basically on the softball game commentating.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So like I said, I was doing this internship for Bell Out internship, working with broadcasting live event, Mr. Benny. So towards the end, I was doing a pretty good job, man, as far as working behind the scenes, which is something that's very important when it becomes to being in front of the camera. You got to know the people that's behind the camera, you know, so you can build that relationship so they can make you look good and you for them to look good. And so as I got to that standpoint, I knew like, yeah, this is where I wanted to be. So as fast forward, I did the internship, and towards the end, and I had the presentation PowerPoint to show them what I've learned, and he surprised me with it, and I was shocked. I would never thought I would do it, but he surprised me with it, and it happened. So just being in front of the camera like that on SEC Network was a blessing. I was nervous at first, no lie, but as I got comfortable, man, I started rolling, and like I say, it's a true honor to just. When you in those type of situation, it's like there's no non-stop of learning. You know, each and every day I was learning. And as I got rolling, but just being in front of the camera, sitting with Charlie, just learning, man, and just seeing how easy it was for them. As I saw that, I was like, yeah, I can do this. And I got comfortable with it and started commentating as I got going. And like I said, it was a true blessing, man. Yeah.
So is it safe to say that's your after football journey?
Most definitely, most definitely. So I can just see myself, you know, being in shoes with you in right now, like doing our own podcast to really just build my way up. Because I know all I need is a foot in the door.
That's it. That's like all of us. Yeah, that's all we need is a foot in the door, because we know we have a mindset and mentality. Once we get in there, it's a wrap. Exactly. Okay, but it's about once you get in those doors, conducting yourself a certain way, what you know how to do. Talking the talk, walking the walk, what you know how to do, and also being authentic to yourself, which is something that you already know how to do. Okay, so with that basically being said, that's gonna naturally manifest within itself. Like honestly, like you literally a walking testimony. No cap. No, like for real. I remember when I first came in right in 2020, and see what you had from 2020 right now to 2024. It is. Football, yes. Have you improved in football? 100%. 100%. As the record for anybody on this watch this podcast, I'm only gonna bring dogs on here. So he is a dog. Just gonna keep it. Alright. So with that basically said, on the field, he's a dog already. But with that being said, off the field, I seen, bro, you step into a leadership role that was left from you from guys like Kobe, like E.T., like Cam Young. Those guys leave a dog mentality, and to see you uphold that is applauding to me. But what do you feel the leadership was like this year and contributes to the season?
All honesty, man. I would say it was hard because of, you know, at first the leadership was there in the beginning of the season. I could say that. But once things started going in the wind, I feel like it was already tough to try to keep everybody's mindset together as a leader, because you can see it. So it's almost like, bro, they mindset like this already, so why would I say something? Because they're already talking about the porter this, the porter that. They ain't paying me enough. They ain't paying me this. So I feel like when NIL really came into this football world, man, it kind of like messed up guys' mindset. And it was just hard to just keep that together. But I tried to keep the composure, man, of trying to bring guys like, bro, let's finish strong, regardless of what you guys do, man. For the scenes that's still here, let's finish, let's fight. You know, let's do it for them at least. And after that, bro, we can part ways. I still my brothers, but it's just to that standpoint, bro. Don't give up now. You know, I just feel like that finishing mentality, and that's all I really stood on, and just making sure everybody finished in every which way. School, whatever, conditioning, weight room, whatever it was, I made sure we all finished.
And when you go into that finish mentality, how big was what you say? Let's say I'm really being honest. You, for one, two-part question. First part to the question, and I'm gonna tail back around to what you said, the finish mentality. You you committed and signed under who?
Coach Mullen.
Coach Mullen.
Exactly.
Then
he left. Coach Moorhead. Yeah.
Yeah, Coach Leach. Coach Barnett.
Nah, Libby. Exactly.
How does that affect you? How does it affect your mind, your mentality, your everything? Because boy, when I tell you, it's so many people that I ran into. It's like, why Michigan State can't get together? I said, well, the captain of the ship keep leaving. Something keeps happening to unfortunate circumstances, such as coach, the man over there, you know. But with that basically being said, how does that affect you?
Man, no lie, mentally, bro, when I was young, of course, coming into college, and I was seeing those changes, it was tough for me because, of course, I could have, you know, this when the transfer portal came a certain way, and I could have easily like, man, I'm finna leave, but like I said, I could have went anywhere in this country, bro, anywhere, and I decided to come to stay, and it was something for me here that it's just still I can't lay my finger on it, but I done been through it. I just feel like I'm not done yet, you know, and it's just a lot that I still have to accomplish here. So just seeing those coaching changes, man, it's something I was used to already because back in my high school, I had, 3 coaching changes. And just coming here, I knew I was used to it, but I could, like I said, I could easily left. But I knew that this is a spot for me, but it was just hard to hold everybody together because they was here for a coach. Oh man, he leave, I'm gone too, or this and that. So it was just hard, man. I'm here for the program, the standard. That's what I was raised about. Like you said, the leaders that was here, like to this day, they probably feel the same way how I feel about NIL. And I mean, now, people are blessed to have that. You know, how they feel about the NIL and transfer portal. Of course, you know, they're looking down on it and really disappointing to the players that's up and easily to leave. So that just stuck with me to just stay and just be a dog and just finish it all out, regardless of midnight maneuvers, mat drills, or whatever we did. But you'll be surprised, but we had guys in the locker room saying, bro, I can't go through another mat drill or midnight maneuver. There want some of the reasons why they'll leave. I'm just being all honest. But I stuck it out, bro, and I knew this was what I wanted to do.
Yeah, of course, and all that attests to the man that you are, okay? And you know, character is something that you have 110%, and granted, all that means, especially energy is one of the most contagious things on this earth, so therefore by you having that, that's just gonna spread throughout. But at the same time, I understand you being a leader, you wanna save everybody, okay? But essentially, sometimes God humbles us and makes us only being able to assess ourselves and lead ourselves, and therefore like-minded individuals will follow along. And that's exactly what I've seen you do. But one thing that I would say, bro, you hit a little bit on the topic of NIL. Elaborate out there, because you're actually in that era.
In the era, yeah.
But you was there before.
So, yeah, so I can speak on like a little bit of both where when it came into play and then like I really wasn't into it. So when it first came, you know, we saw everybody like, man, getting this money and signing these deals and things of that nature. But this one, Coach Leach was here, so I got the rundown that he really didn't really care for it. I mean, I really didn't either when we started hearing. Yeah,
look at what it is now.
Exactly. So when we start hearing about guys getting paid, or you know, really the top players of the team were getting paid, and you know, that's when a lot changed. But me, I still didn't. I didn't really care for it. And Tim, I know he's not here, but he can vouch for that. Like he knew that I wasn't a man about money. That wasn't going to make me play football. They wanted it then. Man, they wanted it now. I want it later. So, but now I'm in that position. Literally, Tim the one told me, like, bro, I feel like you deserve it. You know, all the other guys in this portals coming transfer, these new recruits coming in, and they asking for it, literally. Why shouldn't I? So I got it. Of course, you know, I'm blessed and grateful to get in on it because it's what this world is now.
That's what you deserve.
So
you deserve.
Exactly, but before, I really wasn't really worried about it. Yeah, I saw everything, everybody getting new cars, but I really wasn't too much worried about it. I was trying to ball, bro, and just one day get my name called.
Comparisons lead to all joy, and therefore you didn't allow that to shake a wave of who you are as a person, your integrity, your morals. That's one thing I keep saying. You embody all of those words, and you talk about not having instant gratification, because we live in that realm now, especially with social media, to where guys need instant gratification right now. Not knowing a lot of times, especially when you get recruited, sometimes a lot of guys that's around our same age that's hitting the portal know how the game goes.
Exactly.
They know how it goes. But for some strange reason, they hit the portal and they still want to feel this feeling of feeling wanted. Okay? And a lot of times, I understand you go places, you go to where you celebrate and not tolerated. I understand that. That's true to a certain extent. But in the same instance, man, you have to understand that don't leave a for sure for a maybe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's in all cases, in all scenarios and situations. So no, I completely get it. Because right now, I understand the money that comes along with it. But also what I do feel, something I do in my heart of hearts feel that money, especially with the NIL, before the NIL came about, in my heart of hearts opinion, man, I feel like that was the last time that a college team was a college team. Because I remember if you hit the transfer portal back, I was coming up, like 2016, 2017, you got to sit out of here.
Exactly.
And that crippled guys are like, I gotta make do with what's here and figure out a way. Okay? Yeah. And that's when leadership could be how it needed to be, because guys wasn't so emotional. Yeah. Emotionally driven people, eventually in my heart of hearts, will not, they won't be as successful opposed to a person who's driven off the standard. Okay, standard over feelings. You have to have it. Standard over feelings. So no, man, I believe that to my heart of hearts, because now I never forget when I was down there with the Saints coach Doug Marone. He said I hated it. I hate the NIL. Yeah. He said you couldn't coach them hard. You couldn't really do what you want to do because you was walking on eggshells, respectfully, with kids younger than his grandkids. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So with that basically being said, and that's true. That's very true, because you attain a lot of money at a young age, and your mindset, you're not mature enough. You're not mature enough. Nobody's going to tell you that, hey, you need to slow down with doing what you're doing, because respectfully, you may be making more money than your family ever made. So respectfully, that puts you on a pedestal to where now the people who want to talk to you, money-wise, they can't compare or compete with you, so they're hesitant to tell you certain things. You know what I'm saying? And some people use that to their advantage. But nah, with that basically being said, I want to spin all that around the NIL, where you at now, to go back to DeMonte Russell as a young kid before having what you have now. The story, the journey of DeMonte Russell.
Most definitely. Like I say, man, growing up, bro, it was a sight to see. Like, people wouldn't even believe, because the way I carried myself.
I believe it.
You know, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you feel me? So it's like, but not too many really see that though. Not too many really see that though.
Hey, I'm gonna pause. Yeah. I got this story. I'm not gonna. I don't know if he gonna allow me to tell the story. I kid you not, bro. So I bet I am a young coach and intern at Mississippi State. So as I'm there, bro, it was one day, me and Coach Trey would be over the freshmen. Right, Coach Trey, I was right up under him. He was teaching me, guiding me, and basically teaching me his knowledge, his wisdom. And I never forget, it was the summertime, bro. And DeMonte younger brother was the only freshman that would come in, dog, and would like be grabbing it. Like I can say grabbing it. He just was in his own world.
Yeah, for real.
He was in his own world. It's just his personality. Him and DeMonte are polar opposites. Them young niggas, they like polar opposites. Like, you know what I'm saying? But good reason, good purpose. Two great football players. Phenomenal. Just two different personalities. I'm gonna speed up this story, man. But I never will forget this shit a day in my life, man. All right, so we in the work room, and DeMonte is like, him and his brothers partnered up. You ain't partnered up? They were partnered up, right? Yeah. And they did that upstairs because they needed to see. Because his younger brother is special. Aside from him, dog. But his younger brother is special, and he in the defense that he needed to basically come in and contribute to where he can kind of evolve as a person and who he is. And what that basically said, they partner them up together. And man, it was one day they came in, and the energy was kind of off already. And I never forget. I don't know if he skipped a rep. I don't know, boy. Man, Monte got off on his ass. That's all I'm gonna say. And then I tell you this story to tell you this. So you know my little baby, my dog, KD. Alright, KD emulate really anything I be saying. I'm like, yeah, come on, Monte. Yeah. And you know how he is in the weight room. You know how you be talking shit. Yeah. He be talking what I be talking, like, yeah, Monte, come on. In my head, I'm like, alright, nigga. Alright, now I see Monte. Yeah. I see, hey. I seen Jackson come about on his own flesh and blood, boy. Hey, but no, I had to get a little comedic relief up in here, because I know for a fact, man, you have a story. You have a story. You have a story, and I trust you. No, I know. I know. The man that you are, for us, the glimpses that you see of where you been, that shows you've done the work. And you continuously doing the work to heal yourself. But you keep going, brother. My apologies.
Nah, you good, bro. Yeah, bro. That was a story, bro.
Nah, fact. I have a story. I was
all about respect. That's all. Bro. Just not for me, just the people around you.
100%.
But like, let's back to my story. So it was just on some, like I said, growing up, bro. It wasn't nothing easy. As a kid, like I said, I ain't know no better. No guidance. Man, it was just like trying to find a needle in the haystack, man, as I was growing up. Man, how detailed you trying to?
Nah, hey. I want the real raw and uncut one take, man. Let go, bruh.
So it was just like, I'm gonna say this, man. It was almost like to the point where I couldn't find, me and my family couldn't find a steady home. You know, therefore we had to go stay here and there. You know, it was just trying to find a way. And just speaking of my mom, man, she one of the bravest women I know on this earth. To this day, she done some things that I know I couldn't even do myself. So just seeing it as a young guy growing up, bro, my mama doing this just to make sure, asking, we make sure we had this and that. Like I said, my father wasn't in my life for real. He was just in and out. Then my stepdad, which gained respect with pops, married my mom. When he got my life, came in our life, everything started to go uphill. Like I said, I was bouncing from school to school, didn't know what to do. I really wasn't in love with football at the time, for real. It was to the point, I could really tell you a story about that. Like I said, man, it was tough, bro. Man, trying to get emotional, but
because I really want to treat this like a safe spot. Because I've given my testimony a little bit without going too deep into it. And I actually did go deep into it, but I was too nervous for people to see me in that light. And I'm not gonna force you to do that as well. But I do know for a fact that you have a story that I don't know nothing about, that Kobe Jones just hit me about. But I feel your story. And when I say I feel it, I keep going back to energy is contagious. I see how you work. I see how you practice. I see your mindset. I see your mentality. That alone is like he went through something.
Yeah.
Every time he take a snap, every time he take a rep, that shit is in the back of his head. That shit is in the forefront of his head. And that shit is pushing and propelling him on the field, in the classroom, in the community, in your fraternity. That is pushing you into the man that you are. And I know for a fact people have stories just like you, okay, but don't know how to navigate them the way that you have. So you are a philanthropist in your own right. Okay, you just have stepped into it, but feel free to express those emotions by all means.
For sure. So man, just being in those situations, bro, kind of like grew me up fast. So of course I'm going to school. I wanted nice things, but I always had to worry about what I had. I kid you not, bro. I had a pair of shoes that my mom, she would buy since middle school. I done kept up so long. I'm talking about, I'm every day after school, I'm gonna make sure I'm washing them up, keeping them clean, because I knew that I couldn't get other things like other kids growing up. So that right there kind of explains how my situation with school, started with uniform and shoes wise. Man, it was tough, man. One day I remember this, bro. This right here is just the light of it. One day I had to get on the J train bus from way on another side of town, out north, to go to my bus stop out west. Slept at the bus stop. A lot of folks don't know this though. Slept at the bus stop 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, bro, early. Orange and shirt, sitting on the step just waiting. And you see the kids walk up to the bus stop and stuff. So that right there, bro, I knew. Of course it didn't get better right then, but I knew this is the situation I don't want to be in. So my mindset, I grew up faster. My family members, even though I have an older brother, they always thought that they always treated me like I was the oldest. Not talking about big brother, but it's just how I understood things faster. Then I realized hey, we gotta make something happen. So like I said, fast forward, I started playing football late. Didn't really get into sports for real, like I said, because man, I'm worrying about, we're trying to worry about surviving at this point. But I got into football late. It started with Little League. I was 9 years old. That's why I 9 years old. Most guys start at 6. So as I started playing, boom, boom, boom. Then my Little League football transitioned over to basketball. Like I said, that was a truck transition for me too. You know, I was trying to find rides. I was stuck on the other side of town trying to find rides to practice. You know, just I imagine how that feel. You know, going up to somebody knowing that, man, okay, this is something I want to do, so I got to sacrifice to do this. Not knocking my people, man, but they do the best they can, you know. But if it's something I want to do, I got to do what I got to do to, you know. So it was tough. So I was like, this is what I want to do. I'm gonna do it. And then it got to a point where high school come around. Well, now middle school. So I was still playing the league. I fell in love with it for real. So because I didn't even play middle school ball 7th grade just because I wanted to finish out my little league season. Come around 8th grade, I play. But I kid you not, shout out to Coach Moore, man, if you see this. He really the real reason why I continued to play football in my middle school year, because I knew about to walk off the field. Like, he saved me, like mentally, bro, I was not there. He saved me. I don't know, I can't remember the situation or why, but I knew that I was like, man, football is not for me. I'm finna, you know, my mind was so like, I'm finna easily dip. Like, forget this, I'm finna just go back doing what I was doing. Just, you know, bad, just, you know, I'm gonna say that, bro, in the summer, in the summer, bro, when kids ain't got nothing to do, they gonna find something to get into, right, and it don't be good.
Who you telling?
Just being honest. And that's the type of stuff I was getting into. But, saved me, bro. He had a long talk, because I was an understanding kid. It's just that, bro, like, attitude, my mentally wasn't there, so I couldn't really just kind of control myself at that point. But he saved me at that moment, man, and I realized, like, I was a gifted kid, but I didn't realize it. Other folks had to tell me. And going on 8th grade, so going on to high school, 9th grade, this was the first and ever last time I ever played JV, though. I'm gonna tell you a little story. So I'm really taking these steps. I didn't know what school I was going to, Provine or Jim Hill. Just because of the situation, I didn't go to no summer practices or nothing. So like I said, I was trying to worry about, the area code was important at that time and this and that. All I wanted to go to Provine. You know, most of my family went to Provine. That's all I really heard about, Provine and Callaway, then you're here Merle. But Provine, the school I wanted to go to. So that kind of held me back from not playing ball because I didn't really know what school I was going to. So long story short, I ended up going to Jim Hill because it's right down the street from me. Didn't know what I was doing. Got on the team. They pretty much didn't use me. They pretty much had those sit who they had. I was on the sideline. On the most movement I did was the conditioning that they had as a team toward the end of practice, and maybe just, I think, special teams. That was it. Kickoff. And so one day, they Callaway, man. They ran a touchdown play. This is my freshman year. Kid you not, they ran it back. If you're from Mississippi, you kind of already know that. Jim Hill, no offense to the guys in Jim Hill, but Jim Hill one of the sorry schools in Mississippi, man.
Yeah.
Kind of football.
Hey, be real, baby.
At that point, man, I'm just like, I come to the sideline, I'm a changed person. So I come to the sideline and man, I just take off my helmet, I slam it, boy, I'm like, but it's sorry school. I literally take off my shoulder pads and everything. I'm just sitting, like, that's how bad my attitude was. I'm just sitting on the sideline, the coach trying to tell me, put your stuff back on, teammate trying to tell me, I'm like, nah, man, forget this, bro, I'm done, bro, we trash, woo. I think it was just number the first game, but it was Callaway though, so. So they ended up suspending me for 2 weeks. But I think it was longer than that. Because at that point, it wasn't to the point where my mom, she didn't even like, you still on the football team, it wasn't even like, that's how I knew it wasn't that serious in my life at that point. And so I'm just living my life, bro. At that point, I really forgot about football. When they kicked me out, I forgot about it. I really wasn't really worried about it. And just one day, this coach, this was assistant coach, come to me and was like, no, you come back, right? I think he did that because I don't think they had enough players on JV. Like I say, I don't know no plays, no nothing, no conditioning. Just literally, when he said I'd come back, they had a JV game that same day. So I'm like, man, I ain't getting nothing. So I'm young, just ready to go. And kid you not, and I'm telling you, this is for real. It's actually for real. 14 tackles, man. 4 sacks, 4 fumbles. 4 forced fumbles.
Yeah.
And I didn't go to practice the next day because I said, man, I'm sore. You know, I'm like, man, I'm sore, man, I ain't going to practice. That's how it was. Like, they said, man, we could have put you in we could have put you in high school, man. We took care of you. I'm like, I ain't know. I kid you not, the next day, but they tried me out. I was slim though, so I wasn't big. You know, for real. They tried me out at safety, linebacker, and DN. And this one, I figured they knew that they had something to do with me. But at that point, I said, man, it's too late. I'm for the transfer. When I transferred over to program, I played basketball. I played basketball from 9th grade to my senior year, but I knew what I was going to program for football. So my first year, my sophomore year, I started. And after this season, man, I knew like this is it for me. So like literally, I was every jersey, everything that came my way, bro. Just that jersey in high school. I had a jersey on my wall, and in the middle of the night, wake up in the middle of the night, just cry, just sit there and just watch. Like we don't live in a 2-bedroom apartment. The only time I had my room myself, my senior year, but my house got shot at, and I took my from just like that. That was the only time I had my own room to myself. But like I said, we made a way though, bro. We had really 3 mattresses, 1, 2, and 3. We had our own little thing. We had our jerseys, like I had my jersey on my side of the wall. And I used to wake up and just look up and cry because that journey in high school I was underdog. Everything came my way was almost like you picking you last. But like I said, I got offered. My first offer was on Mississippi State. Went to the Capital LSU, earned the offer in Oregon. After that, everything started rolling in. So that's when I started to see peaks of like, man, I want to go to my American game. I want to be in the camps. You know, and honestly, I did those things, but I was always the last thought. Being an underdog. That's why I can't never lead. I always had a blue collar mentality. I knew that I was always going to be underestimated for my size or where I come from or not the publicity that everybody else has or this and that. I wasn't a big social media guy. Like my coach even had to make me make a Twitter so I can post my offer, you know, so I just other coaches can see them when I offer them. I kid you not, I mean this day, man. Everything I got was in my worst moments of my life at that. Plus, like I said, I was underdog. When I got the Under Armour invite, I was staying with my auntie. Like we didn't have a house. We stayed with her. And the coach called me and was like, "Yeah, I want to invite you to the Under Armour American game." And I started crying. I appreciate you. You know, you work for it. You know, we watched you. We said it was between you and 2 other guys. So they didn't show up to this certain camp, but I did. Regardless of my status of being a 4-star, I really didn't care. The hype was fun. You know, I've been a high school player, you know, 4-star, this and that. But once I realized, bro, it really didn't matter. Bro. I just really wanted to reach the highest point of my life, what I really could do with this. And like I said, I started crying, bro, and they really was the end. The same guy who offered me on the All-American game, Dimitri Warren, which is, you know, so he kind of knew my situation. He took me to the opening, you know, there's an opening camp you go to before you go to the actual open finals. So everybody that really went down there from Mississippi kind of made it, except me. I mean, I made, you know, they posted, you know, top 5 D-line of the camp, and I made that, you know. So I'm like, hey, why did I get the invite? No lie. I could have easily just went on by my day and just like, man, forget it. I know I did my thing. And my son just told me, bro, I'll text this guy. I guess he was like part owner of the camp or something like that. And he was like, I said, man, what can I do to get invited to this camp? I made top 5 line and like, why I get told? You know, no big. It was just on some like real like, why I want to know why not me? And he was like, so he really didn't tell me why. He was just like, in order for you to get invited, somebody have to get hurt at this other camp called the Rivals, the camp that was held in Atlanta. I was like, well, I don't want that to happen just so I can get invited, you know. You know, just being respected, you know, they earned it. So I said, I didn't want that to happen. I just said, just keep me updated. Simple as that. I kid you not, bro. At this point, I'm staying with my granddad. Like I said, no house. He's literally, I get a message on Twitter. He say, quick, fill this out for information. Do like jersey size, all that size, shirt size, shoes, and that. I'm like, wow, like I couldn't believe it. So I did that Sunday that way, and I'm there. But I say the main thing that I take away from all this, man, is that, not saying I smiled at the pain, because there's still days to this day that where I just sit back, man, I cry, because of where I come from, and I go from there and come to school, bro. I was blessed to come to college. So I chose state. I could have went anywhere else, but I chose state, bro. Like, out of all of this full experience, bro, the main thing I kept intact was like the brotherhood. You feel me? Like, everybody that came into my life with, like, Nolan Smith, the guys that went different part ways. So, damn, man, December 17th, bro, my freshman year. Like I said, I came here. I supposed to be the freshman all American, but life hit me hard. I knew the main message I took from that was never try to match your journey with somebody else.
Paris and Steve Falls, Jordan.
And I realized I had to do what's best for me. And just when I got there. But man, that's really pretty much my story of how I grew up. This is really going to where I realized that this is it, man. This is about who I am for real. Ended up in the car wreck. People don't know that I was in the car wreck. But I was good that day. I was good. Got this truck, my boy JP and the other homie, they flew out. Luckily they were good, standing tall to this day. But months later, man, Coach Leach get here. We had midnight maneuvers. And I was getting these bad migraines. So I'm like, man, something ain't right. I go back the next day. Something ain't right. I tell Thomas. He was like, bro, we finna go to the doctor and see what's going on. So I go to the CT scan. I go. I come outside. They say everything look good. Boom. But when I make it outside, the trainer, Melissa, she just walking back and forth, pacing, but ain't telling me what's going on. Then two doctors rushed me out of nowhere, and bro, and they like, you good? You okay? How you feeling? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. What's going on? We don't understand how you're able to walk and talk and do the things you're doing right now. I said, what's up? They said the right side of your brain, the right side of your head is filled with blood right now. And bro, that took the hope out of me. That took the hope out of me, bro. I didn't know what I was going to do at that point, but I knew. That's when I realized education became. It was important to me then, but it became very important to me then. Right then, I realized I got to do something like that. I can't do this. I tried so strong, that's when you came in 2020, I wasn't able to do nothing.
Right.
It was tough for me, bro. Just seeing y'all out there going to do that thing with ball, and I realized, bro, that's what education became a big part to me. And then I had a decision to make. It was something I never heard before. And they told me, it's on you, you have to come back. They said we never saw nothing like this. They sent my story to different doctors all overseas and everything. They didn't know what's the proper time to come back. And so I was like, you know what, man, I made it this far. They're gonna have to take me out, just like that. And like I said, I'm still here standing, man, to this day, and I'm blessed. That's pretty much how my story went. Just the reason why, who I am, man. Like I say, I will never change, but I know I'll for sure grow.
Have to.
As a person, and I'll always be the man who I am, man. The story, bro, it's it's kind of self-explanatory to how strong I will have to be, man, to keep my composure. I can easily say, oh man, I'm this, man, I grew up, no. I carry myself way different. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to walk and talk, man. You can't really show where I'm from. I can't say my pants. I can't, act like I'm really from this. I know where I'm from. But
from that, but still.
I ain't finished, so really show you because I know what I'm trying to be in life.
That's the strong part.
Exactly.
No, literally, that's the strong. It's easy to come from situations and come from those humble beginnings, and really and truly be the person that makes the decision, because every day we wake up, we have a choice in the decision to make. Either we're going to go down the right path or the wrong path.
Exactly.
And for you to make the conscious decision of being the lone wolf, okay, to basically go your path. And by going your path, you have got all of the accolades, the honors, the the things that God has basically ordained for you to have, for you to be in the position that you are today. Hearing your story, hearing where you have came, hearing where you will go, you will be a successful person. 100%. No shadow of doubt. You are going to be a successful person. You're going to be a mentor to many kids, okay? Because people know for a fact you don't fake it. It's easy. You can come in doing this, doing that, fitting in, getting along to get along and all that great stuff, but it's hard to be different. And it's not saying different. It's hard to basically do the right thing. I'm going to say that, okay? But in the same instance of saying that, man, I hear your fight, I hear your journey, I hear where you've been, and I see the man that you are today, and I must say, brother, I am extremely proud of you. Because I remember in 2020, those same things occurred. And to see, like I keep saying, where you was at 2020 to where you're at right now, it's a mentality behind it. You say, well, you're going to have to take me out. That's a warrior mentality. Like point blank, period. Hey, live by this, die by this. Hey, with that basically being said, we know for a fact we signed up for this sport. Okay? And with that being said, this is a gladiator sport. Okay? And we understand the pros and cons that come with this. We understand we signed up for this. But in the same instance, we go through stuff as well. Right? And we mask that, we put that on, and we have our therapy sessions respectfully on the field. Yep. Those be our therapy sessions where we will release everything, because we haven't built the rapport to where we understand, for some of us, how to communicate that in a sense, in a way. I know for a fact I be so real with my guys. Like I had my mom was like, do you talk to him about this? I said no. So I said sometimes I talk to him about certain things, but I said right now, when my athletes who are younger, not you, but who are younger, and some of them carry throughout this career, they only understand like really and truly the animal kingdom. So therefore, with that being said, it's like mano. Like they only understand like physicality. They only understand like a hierarchy in the food chain in a sense. So with that being said, sometimes words don't reach them. And in an instance, and what I try to do is bridge that gap to where I want you to fail, but I want you to fail quickly. I want to put you in a situation to where you are at your ends. I want to train you hard and I want to push you hard because I've had that done to me. But in the same instance, I don't want to push you away. Okay? I want to basically get you to a point of actually seeing what you're going to do and stuff get hard. Because it's going to get hard. And I promise you, my boy, just my workouts are hard. Don't get me wrong. You been a part, they're hard. They tough. Don't get me wrong. Nah, facts. They tough. But at the end of the day, life's tougher. And this is really just gonna groom you for. Cause I tell anybody, I survived fourth quarter. I survived midnight maneuvers. I survived things that 99% of the population couldn't even fathom to think of. What? They couldn't even, man, so with that being said, man, bruh, that prepares us and it ultimately propels us in a position to be able to help guys and also help ourselves. And with that being said, Monte, I keep saying this, bruh, and I told you this on the phone that day. When you had called me, you was like, hey, Scott, I was like, no, my nigga. I was like, I don't think you should do that. I was like, no. I was like, because I'm looking at it from a standpoint like this your year. Yeah. This your, like, no bullshit. This your year. This your year where you the guy. You the one. You been doing it, but you just gonna assume that role. You are a coach on the field. And therefore, with that being said, you're going to lead people by not only vocalizing, not only actions over words, Coach Brown, doing it, you know what I'm saying? But also, they respect you. Because you have some leaders that talk it, that walk it as well, but they don't respect them because they know respect them, they ain't feeling them. Because they know for a fact, he ain't gonna get on my ass, he ain't gonna be my ass. You need really all three. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you. You need all three. You need an enforcer behind it. But with that being said, nah, facts. You need that. But with that being said, you embody all three, and you're a leader to where my dog, like, you got some leaders is like, rah, 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 rah. They always gotta walk around with that on them. The real guys, you need to be the ones that sitting over in the corner that's gonna tell your ass one time, twice, if I like it.
Okay.
Hey, for real though. Hey, and after that, I gotta make an example out of you. But it's only wars. I promise you, wars only go to war for peace. I gotta go. Hey, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say this. You had that situation happen. Motherfuckers got right. That's all I'm gonna say. The whole team, even the interns, we start coaching. Hey, pick that up, get that weight up. Get that weight up. Hey, tighten up. Hey, technique, box day, like you last in. Everything was like this.
But like guys be even like, also my doing conditioning, bro. Like guys were like, come on one time with you. Come on one time. So I'm like, man, never heard you do something.
I know. They walking on the eggshell.
It just feel good, bro. It's nothing for no.
But it wasn't for clout.
Yeah, exactly.
It was literally just for the standard. Exactly. It was for Dick, my boy. This is the standard. This is what it is. Exactly. Bro, I never forget, bro. In 2021, bro, that whole starting five. Even Coach Brown would come talk to O-line, D-line. He would tell us. He would be like, "You guys are the leaders of this team." Exactly. He'll come talk to Charles, Q, Cam, Bill, me, Cole, etc. Like, you guys. People get in trouble in school, miss class. I bet we in the whole group mess. Hey, meet us out there at the field. We're going to punish you alongside whatever they got to do to punish you as well. But no, that's just the standard. And what that just creates is good life habits. So when you get in a life situation, yeah, it's like I understand the punctuality and also how I must conduct myself and carry myself throughout these pits and these peaks and these valleys and everything that comes in between. But no, bro, no. When I say, because you ain't got to do all that extra. You ain't got to do all that, because a lot of people talk to try to convince themselves. You ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that, and you ain't got to do all that. But nah, bro, nah. I'ma just say it simple as this. I'm extremely proud of you. You have made every single person that you came in contact. That's my dog. That's my dog. See, you came from a physical standpoint. I remember when I came back, when the summertime came back from the Saints, we were just sitting there talking about NFL stuff. Well, how it is? It's like, this how it is. And Coach Brown's like, that's Big Monte now. I was like, yeah, Big Monte. No, for real though. For real. It's like, man, that's Big Monte now. Taking the nutrition aspect to a whole nother level. Okay, the mental aspect, check mark. You already got that down. That dog mentality, check mark. You already got that down. Your why. You understand that. My dog, so many people have whys, but they don't understand what it takes. Everybody got a why. What's your why? My mom, my son, but everything up under the sun. Okay, what does it take? What does it take for you to accomplish your goals by all means? And what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to sacrifice in order for you to get to where you must go? Okay, and that's the thing that guys neglect. They don't neglect it because they neglect it because they don't want to hear it. Yeah. Everybody got a beautiful story, not as deep as yours, but got a story, and they like to use that story as motivation or as a crutch. Me and Kobe, we talk all the time. Folks be like, man, I'm fighting demons, brother. You just fighting accountability. Hey, for real. That's all that is. Thanks. That is what it is, man. Because bro, so many people that honestly want to help people like us, bro. They want to help people like you. They want to really wrap their arms around, but bro, you can't be so. You feel me? That's how you block your blessings, man. You feel me? Facts, but no, bro. I just want to tell you first and foremost that I'm extremely proud of you. And the same instant, not on me, but proud of you, bro. I appreciate you for coming on this show, and I appreciate you for chopping it up with me, bro. And it's the first of many things that we have in store outside of just the podcast, outside of just training. I expect to see you in the near future on ESPN. I expect to see you in the near future, you owning your own, not only podcast, like the whole ordeal, okay? A whole umbrella effect right out of DeMonte Russell. And a trickle down effect of all the guys that you are helping bringing up and propelling your own direction. And guys, I want to thank y'all for tuning in with me, okay? This is another episode of Talks with Scott, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in once again. And we out.